Salutations, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back once again on my platform. Those who are live, or those who may watch the replay, or just decide to just duck in and out the bushes in between. I thank you for your support nonetheless. And so, this guest that I have on, honored to have her here on my piece of platform, for her to take the time to come and be here with me and to talk with me. I look forward to our conversation. So, I have to make sure I put on my bra so I can make sure that I be presentable to you guys, and also to my next guest, who is a top dog in the YouTube streets. She is a has a huge platform. She's not new to this, but she's most certainly true to this. But she goes beyond being a content creator. She's also a marketing strategist. She's also an educator, media personality. Has been on Newsweek and Bravo TV, and all the other things in between. So I just want to dive into all of those things, as well as her family life, and just kind of get into more of um, who she is as a person. So am looking forward to you guys. Um, I'm looking forward to introducing to to you, or present it to others, the Lailah Lynn. Here we go.
I'm coming up, I'm pressing on, I'm getting on, I'm an I'm coming up, I'm pressing on, I'm getting over it, I'm an
Yes, and we got Lailah Lynn in the building. There she is. There she is. Yes, that beautiful person you see before you, Miss Lailah Lynn. Like I said before, like, thank you so much for coming on here and doing this with me. But I'm just want to quick curiosity, like, what made you decide to do it to come through?
Oh, well, first of all, thank you for having me. I appreciate the invitation. I normally, when people ask me for interviews, I just say yes.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
but wait a minute, but well, I heard in the streets though, but
Okay.
well, I heard that you're very selective. Like, you just don't go to talk to just any old body. You just, So this is just a privilege, even more so. So that's what I heard.
Yeah. 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 But I feel like people know that. Like, I don't have like messy people asking me for interviews. I'll put it that way.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. Yeah. The people
all
that
right.
ask me are all good. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So I just wanted to before we dive into what you do, I just want to get more of your upbringing. I love to get into the backstory. Um Two-parent household, single parent household, where were you born and raised, siblings, all that good stuff. So can we start there from
Yeah. So I'm the youngest. I'm the baby in my family.
the baby? Okay.
Yeah. So I have two older sisters and one older brother. And we lived in Pennsylvania, New York, and Virginia.
Okay, so where you born and raised? Where were you born and raised?
Well, it not in one, like, I moved
Okay.
around a lot. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So let me say this. Um, as far like I am like when it comes to like cybersecurity and stuff like that, like I don't celebrate my birthday on social media. I
Got
don't
you.
do my place of birth on social media, things like that. But as far as where, I was raised and things like that, like Pennsylvania, New York, and Virginia. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, got you. No, I do understand that, because I don't
yeah,
know why they just, when it comes to social media, it's just the doxing is way too much. So I get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So but how was your the family structure like? Did you have, like I said before, siblings? Did you have cousins that you grew up with? How was that dynamic?
Yeah, I have my siblings, and then, my mom is a twin, so our cousins, like, we're really, really
Oh,
close.
okay.
Yeah, we're cousins, but, it's kinda like we're siblings.
Sisters,
Yeah,
siblings.
yeah,
Okay, got it.
mhm,
Okay, so let me
yeah.
get into what did you like to do, like, as a child? As a child, what did you like to do?
It's funny, I used to do, like, in high school and things like that, I used to do, back then they call it mass media, but I was reporting back then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a little talk show, like, my uncle had a video camera. like a big fat video
Yes,
camera.
yes, yes.
And, I had a little talk show on his cassette, on
Oh,
his what do you call it, VHS tapes.
yes, yes.
Uh, so yeah, so kind of the same stuff I do now. I always like reporting
So, like, what you was reporting on?
stuff in the family. Like if we were having like a let's say it's Thanksgiving, and
Oh,
when I
you the messy one.
no,
You back there.
no,
Oh, okay.
my uncle just loved this video camera. He just loved this video camera. And now looking back, I love that he recorded all those moments. In the moment, the whole family used to tease him about this camcorder. But I would just talk about whatever was going on, in the house. Like if we're having dinner, I would just talk about, what we're eating, just anything.
Oh, wow, yeah, so you was ahead of your time then, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were vlogging.
right, that's vlogging, right, yeah, you did
Yeah.
some video vlogging, exactly. So
Yeah.
you ain't get into, you ain't get no real tea, you ain't get into real tea about the family.
Well, you know what? I probably was too young to know the tea.
Right. But, the kids have a way of finding things out, like, let's just be real about it.
Yeah.
We be in grown folks' conversations, we kinda listening sometimes, you ain't doing the eavesdropping, you ain't snoop, you ain't doing that stuff?
Mm-mm. No, I think we were
No.
too busy because it was a lot of us, like me and my siblings and then my cousins. Like we had a lot going on just with the kids.
Right, right. So you had your own thing going. Okay, yeah, kid
Yeah,
stuff. Okay, that's y'all got into
yeah.
kid stuff. So you're so good. So that way y'all wasn't trying to get in gold folks business. Okay.
Right,
That's
right,
that's a
right.
good thing. That's a good thing. But Layla, Layla Lynn or Layla?
Oh,
Which
either
one?
one, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, either one.
So I wanted to ask you because I always like to get into elementary and junior high school. If you could go back that far, no
Mhm,
shade. But I like to get into that because nobody talk about it. They go, but to me, I think elementary and junior high is very pivotal, in a
mhm.
child's life. So, what was elementary and junior high school like for you? Were you a popular kid? Did you get into any activities? What were some of the things that inspired you? Did you have influences like teachers that you look up to?
Elementary, let me try to remember. I just remember, like in recess, like we used to double dutch at
Recess.
recess.
Yeah. Okay.
So, one of my teachers I used to like because she used to turn the ropes for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, um, it's not too much I remember about elementary. As far as junior high, um, not too much to say. I feel like I was the average kid, like,
Okay.
yeah, I don't feel like anything stood out
So,
that I
but
could
was it just
remember.
okay. So, but basically, you're saying like it wasn't that significant. You just kind of did what you had to do. Participated in class. I mean, your grades were pretty decent.
Yeah, yeah, I always was a straight A student, and I did gifted and talented in elementary and,
See, that's
middle
significant.
school. Yeah, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So, but kind of digging a little bit into that experience, as far as you can remember, whatever you can remember, how did that prepare you for high school? Because because when you transition, and like I said, I just don't want to take that transition for granted,
Mhm,
like most of us do, because that's when you're experiencing your cycle, you're going through
mhm,
puberty, you're going through, changes in your body, you're liking boys or girls, if no judgment here, but
mhm.
it's a transition. So can you kind of give us a viewpoint of your transition from elementary, junior high, and then how did that mold you into high school?
Well, it was, like, different states, like,
Okay,
where I went to elementary was a different state, then middle school and high school was different states, but between, junior high and high school was the same state, so I had my same friends.
okay,
It was I wouldn't say it was a huge transition because I had the same friends. I feel like if it wasn't the same people, it might have felt like a bigger transition. Um, but yeah, it wasn't huge. My older brother, he's the closest in age to me, so he was at my high school. It was people from the neighborhood. So it didn't feel, like a lot of strangers.
okay.
Yeah, because it was like the same people.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 3.
3. Okay. And
Mhm.
so now, did you feel protected? You was the youngest, so did you feel protected? Were you spoiled? Like, what was that dynamic like with your siblings?
Um, did I feel protected? Um, somewhat. I was a little bit of a tomboy, so I felt
Okay,
like I kind of learned to protect myself because I was a tomboy. Like I would fight boys, so I didn't feel like um scared. I guess you would say.
got you.
Yeah, I felt like I held my own. I don't think I was spoiled. Um, I wouldn't say that. My siblings might say something different, but
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
feel like I
Yeah.
was spoiled. My mom is a pretty fair person.
Okay. How about your dad?
Yeah.
Did you grow up with your dad as well?
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty fair.
All right. Were you a daddy's girl?
I guess you could say that. I feel like I'm been more like close to my mom.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause there's
Yeah.
always been, like, when it comes to, uh, mothers and daughters, there's always locking of horns, so you always, gravitate towards, dad, so that's why I asked that question,
Yeah.
but that's cool if you're close to your mom, that's cool as well, because I am as well, but we're not the judge type of close, we're more like, it's kind of a twisted type of thing, but it works for us, the expression.
As long as it works.
Yeah, it works for us. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to mom. I love you. Oh, yeah. So,
Um,
right. So in high school, so you're saying like, so in high school, was that a time where you got into more? Because usually that's when people start to blossom at that time. So was that, that's where that evolution process begins at that time. So was that for you?
Blossom as far as
As far as far as how, you said you went from, you was tomboyish, well, you blossom into
oh, yeah.
being girly or just get into other things, activities,
Yeah.
learning more about yourself. Did you date in high school? Like, did you like, those type those type of things?
Yeah. It was like a slow process as far as being a tomboy. It was when I was, much younger and I did grow out of it eventually. I started dating like the end of high school, like junior, senior year, but like my
Mhm.
freshman and sophomore year, I didn't really date. But really,
Okay.
now that I think about it, that's when my brother was gone from my high school.
Yes.
So I don't know if I, would be dating, with him there.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. 'Cause he's like one of those helicopter brothers?
Well, I'm sure he would have been.
Mm, he
I'm
would have
sure he
been.
would have been. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't like to, try it with certain
Mhm,
people.
mhm,
So,
mhm.
yeah,
No, got you, got you.
yeah.
Alright, so, did you, just I wanna assume, did you go to college?
Yeah, yeah. I went to
Okay, I
college.
don't wanna assume it, because yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so what, college you go to?
I graduated from Florida State University.
Oh, you went to Florida, okay. What was that
Mhm.
experience like for you? Were you on campus?
No, no,
Oh, okay.
not by the time I graduated. Um, it was cool, like, I can't say I hate to sound like nothing stood out, but it just I can't remember anything, standing out per se, but it was cool.
Layla, come on, Layla. You had to have something going on, you had to have some fun or some experiences,
Yeah, I have fun. I have fun.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
fun.
It just yeah, so in, that, experience for you, well, first of all, what was your major? What was your concentration?
For my bachelor's social science, and then I have a, master's in marketing. So,
And why those particular fields?
social science, it's just something I was, like, drawn to, and they had it set up to where, you could do social science was a degree, but it was really 2
Mm,
fields. Like, I remember my minor was, like, economics. I think my major might have been sociology. So it was just, like, something I was interested in, and I could do, like, more than one thing.
right,
You know what I mean?
right, wide range, okay.
Yeah, and
And you
then
went
when I first started graduate school, I actually started with library science and
mm,
from, because I always like information studies, and so from there, that's when I got introduced to marketing. It was actually my first marketing class was library marketing, and
oh,
it made me
interesting,
change my whole
interesting.
graduate program. I changed to marketing because I enjoyed it so much.
Okay, so, what you say library marketing, can you tell me what that entails, please? Yes.
Yeah, like for for libraries, like, you want people to come in because you want more funding. So you wanna market the library to the community. If it's like a
Yes.
local library, you wanna market it to the community so you have more foot traffic, so you get more people coming in, so you get more funding, so you can, have a better collection of, books and media. It just makes everything better if you have more funding, and the key to that is to get more users, to get more people using your library.
And so do you think that, is even though I know we have I mean, there's so much, internet going on right now, but so at this time right now, where do you think the library is right now? Like, do you think that it's still, something that is, that people still gravitate towards? My mom still goes to the library, so, like, do
Yeah.
you think it's something like do you think it's still marketable out there? That's what I wanna say. Do you think the
Okay.
library is still marketable?
Mhm. It's still
Okay,
real. When I went, like, when I went, it was a College of Information Studies that had the program. So the program was, the technical name of the degree was, like, Information Studies, and it was like you're studying both, because a library could be, a digital library, you know what I mean?
sure.
Like a collection
Right.
of
Mhm.
digital media.
Right.
And
Mhm.
then there's the brick and mortar library. And I take my kids to the brick and mortar library, and when I go, it's people there. I do feel like it is, kinda like more youth and older people, like, maybe that middle gap is not so much like, when I go to the library, that's not what I see. I see more younger people and older people, but I do feel like it's very relevant. And I don't think, like, the internet, all the digital communication, I don't think it can replace, like, actual libraries, actual books. I don't think it's,
Of course.
comparable,
Of
you know what I
course,
mean?
of course. Because I think some people still wanna feel the pages, so to speak,
Yeah, yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
turn the
yes.
pages.
Yes, so it's nothing
Mhm.
like it. So, yes, I don't think it's ever gonna go away, and I hope it doesn't. I really hope it
Yeah,
doesn't.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
legendary, you know what I mean? Libraries are
Yes,
iconic.
absolutely,
So they're not
absolutely.
gonna go away. Yeah,
Yeah, and it shouldn't, it shouldn't. So
yeah.
now, let me ask you, Layla, now, when you said social science
Mhm.
and you said your bachelor's was in,
Yeah, that
mastery
was my bad.
your master's I'm sorry, your master's was in um,
Marketing.
marketing. So let me ask you, did you know once you got into college and once you pursued your study, did you know what you wanted to do? Did you know the career you wanted to get into?
Um In general, yes and no, because I also consider, majoring in mass media because I was doing that in high school, and it was something I enjoyed. So I would say yes and no. You know what I mean? I wish I had more direction when I first started, but, you're young, like, you're a teenager. When you first start college, you're a
Yes,
teenager,
yes.
so you don't know,
You barely
exactly
legal.
what you wanna do,
Yep. You're
but
barely
I feel
legal.
like yeah, yeah, you're barely
Yeah.
legal, but I feel like it woulda saved time and money if I had known more. But I feel
Yes.
like in high school, even though I did, like, honors programs and things like that, I feel like I wasn't exposed to all these careers. Like, I feel like the high school I went to, they would always ask you, like, "What do you wanna do?" And then direct you in that area instead of just showing you everything, if you get what I'm saying.
Right. Yes, I do. I
Yeah.
get exactly what you're saying. So, when was the turning point for you when you knew, okay, this is something that I want to get into as far as what you're doing now? What's the
Marketing.
lead up to what you're doing now as far as marketing, as far as yeah.
Probably, in grad school when I switched from, information studies, library science to, marketing for my master's.
Okay.
That's probably when I knew, like, "Oh, I really like this. This is what I really wanna do."
Yeah, Layla, I don't know. I'm hearing I'm in echoing at times. Like
Is
you
there
have something
echo?
else open. It's just a little bit like when on my on and like when I hear myself sometimes. There are moments when I interject and I hear a little bit of an echo. It's not significant, but I just hope, it's not overwhelming, but I was just wondering if you have something else on. It's all right. I mean,
No,
you know,
I
um
don't.
okay. I'll work through it. I just wanted to just kind of see if there was something on my end. All right, but no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, so now so when you was studying and you was pursuing your master, so did you start dating then? Because I want to get more into that stuff too.
Oh, girl, listen, my whole channel. If you look at my YouTube channel, do you see me talking about myself? No, I talk about other people, okay?
Yeah, but see you in the hot seat now. See, it's your time. It's your time to shine.
It
You
don't
you
feel hot. It
it's your
does
time
not
to
feel
shine.
hot.
but you want to be on everybody else's business. So let's get into some of yours, Layla. Yeah, come on now. It's okay. It's between us, Layla. It's between us.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's all right. If you don't have to, I'm not no pressure. You don't have to
No, I
say
don't I
that.
don't talk about
It's all
myself
right.
like that.
That,
Yeah.
no, it's all right. No, whatever you want to talk about, I do not push. I do not push. All right. So now, so what area in marketing did you actually get into once you finished your schooling? Well, okay, before I get to that, sorry.
Uh-huh.
What did you do after? Because I know sometimes you don't always get straight into your field. So did you do anything else before you got more deeper into marketing? Did you work other other jobs outside of that, outside
Yeah,
of
I'm
marketing?
trying to remember. I know I
Yeah.
did because it was some years, but where did I work? Uh, I think I still worked at a library.
Oh, you worked in a library.
Yeah, I think I
Okay.
still worked at a library.
What capacity?
Um, I don't even remember. It was so long ago.
Uh, oh, okay, okay. And
Yeah.
so, now once you got into the market, like how did it start for you? Like, what was that thing that said, okay, I really want to do this for a living? Because sometimes you do what you love for free, or you do what you love for free for the longest. But then when did it click to you, saying, you know what, I could do this for a living? Like, I really want to do this. Like, when do you remember when that moment came to you?
Um, Probably that first marketing class.
Oh, the first
Once I
class.
learned it's kind of really specific, but once I learned in marketing, I don't know your background, but I don't know if you're familiar with like marketing and like segmentation,
Not really.
like how you choose like a target audience. I think
Okay.
most people are familiar
Mhm,
with that. But once I
mhm,
started learning how, when people are marketing a product, how um, sometimes it's not for everybody. And even though you might see the commercial, it might not speak to you because it's not meant to speak for you, not meant to speak to you. So once I started learning about segmentation and branding a product or a service so that it speaks to certain people,
right.
um, it just kind of like caught my attention. Like I really want to get more into this, like the strategy of it.
And so, but okay, so once you got, okay, it was drilled in you since you started that first class, but then once you graduated and once you got into that real world, like what was that time when you said, okay, this is something I want to make a career out of? Like, what was the time? Like, how did that transition? How did that process go? Like, because when I spoke to Passionate, she was saying how she shadowed different people. She sought out mentorship. Like she just kind of went into certain spaces to where she was like, okay, how do I do this and how do I do that? So I wanted to know, like, how did you know that you wanted to do this for a living? Like, what area of marketing? What was it that you was doing at the time? If that makes sense.
It makes sense, but that's not necessarily my experience.
Okay, yeah. So give me your experience.
Yeah. Um, so I wanted to do it. Once I took that first class, I wanted to do it. You know what I mean? So I just continually applied for jobs in that area, even though that's not the area I was specifically working in. And eventually I was able to get into that. But
Okay,
I
got
also
you.
did, yeah, I did a marketing degree, but then I also specifically wanted to do social media marketing. So I did like a mini degree, like a graduate certificate in social media marketing. Yeah.
Okay.
So the way they teach it, everything for me, I like to work with like small business owners and people like that. So it was a little bit of a transition between what I was taught because the way they teach you is if you're doing marketing for like a corporation. But
Mhm.
that's not exactly how I wanted to do marketing. Like I wanted to do social media marketing like for small businesses. So it was a transition.
Oh, social media marketing for okay, so for small business.
Mhm,
Okay. Yeah, because that's what I wanted to get into. Okay, so the social media piece. Okay,
mhm.
so when did that begin for you? How did you transition into that as far as the social media marketing? And I'm assuming that's what led up to doing the YouTube, or like was it like a separate
Not
thing?
really.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
it
separate, yeah.
was separate. Like, it was my own social media. Like, I
Oh,
ended up doing
okay,
YouTube. Before I did what I'm doing now, I used to have a YouTube channel, like, when YouTube first came out, and I did, like, natural hair. So, I would just
okay,
do, like, natural hair tutorials, what have you. And then I deleted that channel, and I didn't, really come back to YouTube until I had a daughter, and then I was doing like natural hair kids, like I would be doing her hair on YouTube.
Got you. Why did you delete the other
And
channel? I'm curious. Why'd you delete the other channel?
I don't know. I don't know. I remember when I deleted it, but I was just like, I'm not gonna post anymore, and I just
Mm,
deleted. Yeah.
mm,
So, but it
okay.
wasn't like a huge channel. It was like 1,000 subscribers. It wasn't like a huge thing. Yeah. And it wasn't, this is back, I don't, YouTube wasn't monetized. So,
Mhm, mhm.
yeah, it was just like how you might have a Facebook, then you just close your Facebook, you don't wanna use it anymore. It was like that.
Right. Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of people that come from Facebook. Yeah, that's true. So what
yeah.
made you decide to rebrand your YouTube into celebrity
Um,
topics?
it wasn't as intentional as it might seem, like, it was actually because I used to watch, that show, The Real, the talk show,
Yes.
and a lot of my first videos were about that talk show because, when Tamar got fired, I did a video about that, kinda like a joke, like, it
Mm,
wasn't serious reporting. I'll put it that way. It wasn't serious reporting. It was just like, I've been on the internet and I saw this and I saw that and look what I saw on this site. Kind of like
mhm.
trying to piece together what happened. And it went viral. So after that is when I started doing more like celebrity news since it went viral and I started like my channel was monetized. So I started making money from it. I was like, okay, let me do celebrity news.
Okay, got you. So I'm gonna let's tie into that real quickly because I want to kind of give us the audience a bit of some tips that you would have advised how people could start because like content creator, I'm just getting started like 6 months ago and I just want
Okay.
to. So can you just kind of give us all an audience idea how you got started into it and the steps that you took to build your platform and how it became such a phenomenon as it is, how big as it is now. So just kind of give us a little bit of a cliff notes, if you
Yeah.
can.
Well, first of all, I want to shout out my sister. My sister just joined the chat. Zariah's
Yes, hi
Creation.
Zaria, it's the Creations. How are you, Zaria? Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. That's my big sis. That's my oldest sister.
Oh, that's your sister? Or sister?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
sister sister.
Oh, okay. And shout out to Tukes as well. I see you, Kenneth Tukes. Shout out to you as well.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, so okay, so how did I build my channel? I felt like from I would say two things. One, I would go like when I made the viral video about Tamar getting fired, just from reading the comments, I could see
Wow.
what
Oh,
people
it's viral. Oh, okay.
yeah, it went viral like randomly. I might have had like 200 subscribers, but it got 100,000 views. So
Wow. And
yeah, the
that
subscriber
viewership does that viewership would yeah, okay. That's
yeah,
the icing on the cake.
yeah, it got picked up by the algorithm. And so I was going in the comments and seeing what people were talking about, like what videos they wanted to do next. And then I was making those videos. And so from that, talking to my audience and seeing what they wanted, and then the consistency of, whenever I could, like back to back, making those videos.
Yeah, so how did you get the engagement? How did the engagement increase? Because I know you said that video went viral. Because
From
sometimes you can have a viral moment 1 minute and then next minute is like down.
yeah,
So how do you keep up and like you said, keep up with the algorithm? How you keep up with the engagement and to making sure that people get more traffic flow on your channel. So can you
yeah,
give
that's what
some
I'm
tips
saying.
on that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so by creating the content that people were asking for. So if they watch one video and then they tell me, I like this video. I also like when Tamar got fired, there was also this rumor that Kiki Palmer was going to replace her. So I saw a lot of people talking about Kiki in the comments. So the first video was about Tamar, comments full of conversation about Kiki. And so the second video was about Kiki. So those people who had subscribed to me also clicked on the second video about Kiki. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yes.
So it's like the consistency and that connection, like talking about what they want to talk about.
And so now, okay, so given what you talked about is like about the communication between yourself and the fans and well and the audience rather. And so now what are the key takeaways that you would give to not just new content creators but digital creators in general, what's give us some strategies later of how can we market ourselves out there? How can we, build our channels to the best of our abilities. Like, can you just give us a little bit of advice on that?
Yeah, I always advise people to look at what's trending in your area, even if it's not celebrity news, like even if your area is like politics or whatever your like niche is, which I would suggest having at least one niche. I know some people like to do different topics, so one to two at the most, three, but whatever your niches are, seeing what's trending in those niches, and then creating content about controversies like in those niches.
Okay, duly
You get what
noted.
I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
What are some of your niches?
Like reality TV. It used to be talk shows like daytime TV, but not so much anymore. But mostly reality TV, like the housewives and things that are of interest to Black women.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So because real quickly, if you don't mind, Layla, I just want to get more into some of your recent commentary because there's like so many um trending topics that's been going on. There's so much been going on. So I want to actually dive into that with you because I mean I get my perspective on my own channel. Every once in a while, I might give my 2 cents on certain things. I might do a couple of reaction videos and stuff like that. But I think I want to just kind of touch on some things while I'm with you here right now, if
Hmm.
that's okay.
Yeah.
So for one, we talk about the whole Candy and Todd situation because a lot of people, like attorneys, are saying that the prenup might be thrown out and that Todd felt like he was under duress when he signed the prenup, which I doubt very seriously.
Mhm.
It don't seem like it's because to me it's just like you knew about this, you knew where Candy stood on this whole thing way before you got married, and if you were so adamant about the prenup, then why did you go through with the marriage in the first place? Because you know you're going to end up resenting her anyway um, because of her making way more money than you. You have a much she
Yeah.
has a much higher income bracket, I should say. And no shade
Yeah.
to him because he's in Atlanta's his own too. He's making his money as well. But it's always a threat when a woman makes more. So if you know that's going to be something that you're going to be insecure about in the future in the long haul, because you know that um that's not going to change. Her income is going to only go up. The
Right.
prenup when she stood in the prenup, if she was not going to bend. And I think him trying to sign it at the last minute, I think he thought that was his way of trying to get her to bend, maybe. I don't know. But I just want to get your take on that as well.
I actually am editing a video right now. Like before we started this
Okay.
live, I was in the middle of editing
Okay.
a video about this. Um, how could you be under duress if you're marrying somebody worth $30 million? Like, how could you
Mhm.
be under duress? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, it just doesn't happen. And so I feel like Todd, um, you got to watch him. Like that whole scheme that
Yes.
Todd set up
Set up
is
the top set
real.
up.
It's very, very real. And Candy fell for it. Candy fell for it. So, okay. As far as the prenup, I wish I could read it because I think he does have a chance of getting it thrown out if it's severely lopsided. That's what legal experts are saying. If it's severely
Mhm.
lopsided towards Candy, then he does have a chance of getting it thrown out. So in my video, it's probably going to premiere tomorrow morning, but I go through like the three strategies he's using to kind of like get it thrown out. You know what I mean? And it's a possibility, but I feel like Candy fell for it. Like it's a big risk to take when your net worth is 30 million and his was probably like six figures. Excuse me, we'll say like half a million. It's a big risk to take to marry
Major
someone with
risk.
that big of a gap.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
this is what happens when you do that.
Because I think also Candy to me is such an empath. She's very
Yeah.
generous, and some people take that for granted. So let me ask you this also: do you think that um there was true love there on Todd's part? Do you think that there was true love there, or it was just a
I
business
think it's too much
transaction?
money. I think it's too much money to even see past the money. Like I think he liked her enough to marry her, but I think at a certain point, like, imagine, a man in front of you worth $30 million. Of course you love him. You know what I mean? Of course you love him.
You're learning
So,
of him.
yeah,
Yeah,
shoot.
but I heard that he didn't really like her too much. The way they the way I heard, that's resurfacing the things that he felt about her in the truest form, like like she wasn't his type or in any way, shape,
Yeah.
or form. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know how true that is, but I'm like, okay, so that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe was there love there on his part, or and I'm just trying to figure out like what was Candy's true intentions. Did she really was she really in love? Or was she unlucky in love? Or she just wanted, that companionship, or she just wanted
Yeah.
to, have a build a family and just build it. Okay.
Mhm.
Did she want to, okay, this is the question here. Was she really in love? Did she want to be in this for love, or she just wanted to build a legacy?
That's a good question, love or legacy. Um, I do think she loved him. She I do think she loved him, but I also think she wanted to build a family. I think she had a bad experience, with Riley and Riley's dad and how that happened. And I think she just wanted like a regular family, like mom, dad, married, and having kids. And so I think she, wanted that with Todd, but I think she was a little too eager.
Yes.
And this is what happens. That's all I can say. I don't think she should have married him. Um, I think,
Yeah.
people always say the grass is greener on the other side. So I think she felt like, being a wife, having kids would be like ultimate happiness, which, our country,
Yes.
our
Mhm.
environment teaches you that. So I think even though she was like, a multimillionaire, I think she was still looking at the other side like, oh, I still want to be a wife. I want to have my kids in wedlock. You know what I mean?
Yes. And that's
But I,
understandable. Yeah. Because I
but
did,
I just,
I'm sorry. I'm
no, you
sorry.
go ahead, go ahead.
So at the end of the day, I just hope I hope everything works out, because I know she's trying to get full custody of the children
Yeah,
because of her schedule. But I still think, I don't know. I don't know if is that something
that's
that he
right.
really wants to do, or is something that he
Mhm.
just trying to get more support financially. So I'm hoping
Yeah.
that everything works out as far as that goes. But thank you for your insight on that. Now let's talk about some of this Tamar and Fuggy Dineva stuff. you know. So just kind of get just a little bit of backstory. Tamar and fucking Dineva, they they hung out for his birthday. Reluctantly, fucking Dineva was reluctantly accepted the invitation to hang out with Tamar one night, and Tamar woke up with missing teeth,
Yeah.
had some injuries, and so people were out there with their theories. They're theorizing that Funky Dineva has something to do with it, and Funky Dineva was out here defending himself, and he felt like Tamar let them out to dry because he didn't try to. She didn't try to what's it called? Recap what we can't we
She
can't
didn't
we can't.
I don't I guess. I don't know the word either, but she didn't come out and say anything to
Right,
defend
yes,
him.
right.
Yeah,
She did not back him up. She didn't back him up.
right,
Okay,
right.
and so and so now it's like there's other things starting to resurface about her what was it? I'm sorry. Can you help me out, Layla? Because I'm trying to fill in the
We
pieces because I don't remember all of it. I don't remember all the details about why they still at it. You know?
they still at it
Yeah.
today?
No. I'm talking about, no, recently in general.
Oh, okay.
Like
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it started back up again. She did an interview with, L'Oreal. Um,
yes,
I forget
yes.
what radio station, but she did an interview
Uh,
with L'Oreal, and they were talking about that night, and she mentioned she was like, "I threw a friend a birthday party." And for whatever reason that triggered him, her saying that she threw him a birthday party, because I think the party was for her. You know how they do those club appearances?
yes.
And so that restaurant, I think it's a restaurant slash lounge. I see a lot of celebrities. Like when I was looking at their page, it looked like they were getting a lot of celebrities to come through because they were like a new place. And so I think they got her, but then she gave the party to him. That's what I think. I think she
Mm,
gave her party to him. Um, so maybe he felt like she didn't really throw him a party. Maybe she felt like, "Oh, I was nice enough to give you my party." I don't know what it was there, but it seemed like her mentioning him triggered him to where he just started spilling the tea.
going off. Yeah.
Mhm.
It says to the point where Tamar sent out a cease and desist or threatened to sue. And he's like, bring it on, hey, I'm not scared, whatever it is, just bring it on, So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm just wondering, like, what is the end game behind all of this? Like, what is the significance of this? Or it's just something that, I don't know. Some people were saying that this is like more publicity for her EP, the visual EP that she's doing. But I think it, I
Mhm.
don't. I think it's separate from that. I don't think it is because
Really?
I don't. I don't think so. I don't think it's, because I mean, does it need to even go to this point in order to promote her
Yeah.
project?
I
You
mean,
think
I know
so?
what you're saying. It's a lot. It's a lot to do.
Yeah,
But I don't know. Tamar, I don't know what she has going on. It's just a lot of drama with her. So I
always.
can't call it because it's so much drama to the point that I don't know what she's doing. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know
I'm
what she's
thinking that there might be some truth to what fucking Nani was saying about her messing around with Mendices, and because I'm
Yeah.
like, of all the, because I'm thinking about, in all honesty, Layla, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about, of all the men you could have gotten to be a love interest in this, who would.
Why men DC?
Yeah,
Of all
I
people.
know. I mean, nobody. I mean, would you have a light bulb in your head say, "Oh, him"? Like, come on, let's be
Right.
honest, Layla. I mean, come
Right.
on. I mean, would
Yeah.
that
Like, he's
type of
not even an actor. Yeah, you would think actors or at least a male model or an
someone
actor.
that's more appealing, like more sex appeal. He doesn't exude
Yeah,
sex appeal to me
yeah,
personally. I mean, come for me
yeah,
or you argue with your mama. I'm still on that. He's just not appealing to me. I never thought he was that
yeah,
attractive. That's just my opinion. I never thought he was that attractive. I never really. It was something about him that I just never sat well with me ever since he started the whole love and hip hop thing with his wife. I just something about him that's never sat well with me.
yeah,
So like I said, that's my take. So I just think there might be
yeah.
some truth to what fucking Denny was
Excuse me.
saying. Bless you. Yeah. It was. You good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about that. Can you
That's
do you
all right.
mind can you give me a second? Give
Sure.
1 second, sorry.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, because so that's just the thing. I just truly honestly I believe that there's something to what Funky Daniel was saying about Tamar and Mandisi's relationship outside of that EP. But again, I have no, I can't really call it because I don't really care that much. But I just figured that since I have Layla in the building and she's been, like I said, she's been doing a deeper dive in this. I just wanted to kind of get her take on the different topics, and I wanted to touch on it as well. So this is kind of my segue into kind of getting into this because I usually, like I said, I usually give my little 2 cents when I do my videos in between my interviews. I kind of get into certain things that's being discussed. On social media was trending. So I just thought that we could just kind of have the conversation about it. So thank you so much for being here. Again, shout out to those who are here on this live. Shout out to Tukes. Thank you so much for reaching out to me and encouraging me like you do. And I appreciate your support big time. Shout out to Zaria S Creations again. Thank you so much for supporting myself as well as your sister. So thank you so much for that. Um, so so far, I appreciate Layla coming in. Like I said, it's an honor for her to be here. So far she spoke about her upbringing and how she had a close knit family. Ah, there she is. Hey, Miss Kimberly Black, how are you? How are you? Thank you so much for being here in the building. Thank you so much for your support. She talked about her upbringing, how kind of close knit and supportive her family is, and how she got into the marketing, and then now we kind of worked our way towards her transition into digital creation. So we're just digging more into the whole celebrity topic. So I think she's back with us.
Yeah.
Are you good? You
Sorry about
good?
that.
Yeah, that's all right. No,
Yeah,
don't worry
sorry.
about it. We get it. Yeah, so let me just kind of still engage a little bit. You
Yeah,
okay?
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's funny, I get such a dry throat, especially I had COVID even before I had COVID, I had a
Oh
dry
yeah,
throat,
COVID.
but, yeah, but years ago, but I feel like I have a scar in my throat. So even
Okay,
when I'm
yeah.
making my own videos, I always have to, like, pause and get through it and come back.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's very uncomfortable. Yeah, sometimes I get those like those tickles in my throat too. It's not very
yeah,
comfortable. Yeah.
yeah. Girl, it'd be the middle of the night, like, I have to sleep with water beside my bed, it'd be, like, the middle of
Yes.
the night and I'm choking.
Yeah, but you should like because I try to remember that too, like having water next to you
Yeah,
because throughout the night, your mouth gets dry anyway, so you should have
mhm,
some water near you. But I was just
yeah,
kind of getting the audience abreast to what we was talking about so far, and I
okay,
was just saying about how um there might be some truth to what fucking Daniel was saying about Tamar's relationship with Mendices. outside of this project, because I'm like, maybe you can get some more insight because I try to get as much content about certain topics as much as possible, but I don't really care about this one too much. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's my opinion. But I want to say it was 2019, Yandy did actually it was on Love and Hip Hop. She was saying that she never turned the papers in when they got married to make it
Right.
legal
Hmm.
because of his
Hmm.
like restitution, child support,
Hmm.
all these
Hmm.
type of issues. And as far as I know, she still never turned the papers in. So I don't believe he's married. I think Mendices is
Right.
single. Tamar
Hmm.
is single. She divorced the lawyer that she had married. So technically, if they're both single, I don't think Yandy and Mendices are really together. So I don't think it's as salacious as it sounds. Like I don't think Tamar is
Right.
sleeping with somebody's husband.
Right.
It sounds salacious.
Yeah, because I didn't think they were he and Yandy were together either. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't I didn't think so. Yeah, I think they kind of reached their breaking point. Yeah, I think they kind of reached their breaking point, and I think his time in jail kind of made that played a significant role in that because you
yeah,
notice ever since when he came home, it was like a roller coaster from then on. So I think that played
yeah,
a significant factor. Yeah,
yeah.
but now how about now they're kind of over exaggerating some so-called beef between Beyonce and Brandy, and I'm just like, okay, where's this coming from?
You
Like
know
why?
what? I was gonna make a video on that, but it's been snowing here and my kids
Don't
been out of
waste your
school.
time. Do you really? You sure you want to do it? I mean, what for? What? I mean,
Well, the thing is, it's an interview of Brandy's daughter. Somebody had asked her who was the most famous person that came to your home, and she said Beyonce. So I'm like, okay, obviously, if Beyonce is going to Brandy's house, it's no beef. You know what I mean? She's going to her house.
yeah,
So
but I'm just saying, like, I think it goes. I think they're trying to make it sound like they have beef over Beyonce's song "Bow Down" and how she's only. And it's like
um,
only thing Brandy said was that she loves Beyonce as a she's very talented. She respects Beyonce, but she wasn't feeling a song like that. Okay, and
yeah,
so I
yeah.
think they're kind of like trying to find a way. They're trying to find a feud in that. So I don't understand why that is, but I just wanted to get your take on it. Maybe I'm missing something. I mean, I'm like maybe there might be something I'm missing that they're trying to create something that is not there.
I don't think it's there, but I also feel like a lot of times, excuse me, when it comes to celebrities and they have entourages, even with rappers and stuff, it's like the entourages will have beef. And so they were saying that somebody in Brandy's camp confirmed to the Breakfast Club that Brandy was jealous of Beyonce's success. Um,
Yeah.
Ray J said, Kimberly said Ray J gaslighting the
Yeah.
situation. Yeah, I think it might be the
Mhm.
people around them making it bigger. But I don't think
Yeah,
the
they
two
are.
of them, yeah, I don't think they have an issue with each other.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But is any other topic that what you want to get into while we're here? That that make get the audience attention.
Um, no, what I like I said, what I was working on was the Candy and Todd. I feel like that's the hot topic
That's
in
the
the
highlight.
housewives
Hmm.
world right now. Yeah.
Excuse
Ooh,
me.
my sister said, I think ATL law, a baby mama can sue the wife for child support. Baby mama can sue the wife. Oh yeah, yeah. And Yandy had mentioned that. She said so. I do think that was part of her reasoning for not turning in the papers. Because is her name Erica?
Really?
Is
I don't
her
think I
baby
thought that
mama?
I didn't think the ATL that's ATL law. Is that
I
that
know
sh-
Yandy mentioned that.
really?
Yandy
Because I didn't
mentioned his
think her
child support.
finances would be a factor. I don't think her income would be a factor. No,
Yeah, I remember her saying that if he don't pay it, that they would come for her.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think that was
Now I
ATL
don't know
law
if it
though.
was Georgia or New York at this point, because remember they were on New York at first.
Right, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in any case, she did mention that, which I think is smart. I think Yandy is smarter
Yes,
than,
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of people give her credit for.
true. Yeah, because I don't blame her either. 'Cause I don't think people don't understand the significance when you attach yourself to someone and you're binded by marriage. I mean,
Yeah.
everything comes with it. So that's why you got to be mindful of who you are dealing with, and you have to think about the long haul. Because I understand it's so nice to have this whirlwind romance. You're going through the
Yeah.
honeymoon phase. It's so nice. It feels so good, but but you got to be logical about certain things. You got to be practical. You got to think about the long haul. Those conversations need to be had. before you make that full blown commitment. Because I'm not knocking marriage at all. I mean, I'm still advocate for marriage. I still think it's a sacred union, but
Hmm.
some people don't view it as such nowadays. It's such a,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like relationships and marriage is such a plague nowadays. It's to the point where it's like, it's a business transaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's for, other reasons. It's for our other ulterior motives outside of what God anointed it to be, if
Yeah.
you believe. I don't know what your belief is, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah, so
agree.
yeah, so but let me so you mentioned that Todd and the Candy and Todd situation is your main focal point. So what do you think the outcome is going to be in your own words? What do you think the end game is going to be? What do you think the outcome is going to be?
You know what? It's for me, it's hard to predict because I've never seen the full prenup. So I don't know what it says.
Okay, okay.
For him to want them to throw it out, um, I don't know if it's lopsided. Like I don't know what it says. Um, but I think it's a possibility he might get some of what he wants. Like if he wants more than what's in the prenup, I think it's a possibility he might get it if the prenup is not fair. Because he did essentially play the role of a supportive spouse. Like
Mhm.
he is, from what it looks like, he is the kid's primary parent,
Yeah,
regardless of gender. So I think he might get something.
and he passed the 10-year mark. You know how it is when you come like, you've been in a marriage for a certain amount of time, so that could be the
Mhm,
case as well. But
mhm.
also, but that's the thing too, is like, then it has also something to do with at the time when he signed the prenup that his actual lawyer wasn't present, like his,
Yeah. So
something
he
like
said,
something like that.
yeah, he wasn't present. And then he also made the statement as he signed it. He was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign this, even though my lawyer advised me not to.
Mm, mm.
So back then, I didn't think anything of it. But
But
now
he still
looking
did.
back,
He still
it's like, yeah, but he made that statement on camera for a
right.
reason.
Yeah,
And so when
right,
they
right.
come, yeah. So they're getting all the housewives footage. Well, the footage from her
And they
wedding.
shot the wedding footage.
Mhm,
Yeah.
the intimate
So
footage.
yeah, because that's the thing. But again, he still made a decision. He's nobody put a gun to his head. No, he still made that
Right.
decision to sign the
Yeah.
prenup. Yeah.
But I think certain things give him wiggle room. Like if he
Mm,
didn't get the prenup months ahead of time, he literally signed it the night before the wedding. Him saying I'm signing it against my attorney's advice. I think
mm.
he's trying to wiggle, and he might have some wiggle room if the prenup is like lopsided. You know what I mean?
Lopsided.
If it's not a fair prenup. If it's a fair prenup, he might not get around it. But if it's
Right.
not a fair prenup to start with, he might get a little bit more.
But like I said before, but even though he said, without my lawyer's advice,
Mhm,
that was still his choice. He still chose to go against his lawyer. He still chose to do
mhm.
that. You know.
Yeah, but have you ever heard how, you can make a contract with someone, but if the contract you make with someone is not fair, like if it's not legal, I don't know if you ever seen, like I watch like Judge Judy and stuff like that. Well, they'll throw
Right.
it out. Like loan sharks. Loan sharks make contracts with people all the time, but it's not legal. Like the things that they're wanting in the contract is not legal. And so the law will always supersede it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And so from what I'm reading, the legal experts are saying if it's a bad prenup, if it's a lopsided prenup, then
Right.
he
Because what
might.
was it? Like I said, what was illegal about it? Like, what was it? What about the prenup was
I'm not
was
saying it's illegal, but
oh.
what the legal experts are saying, if it's lopsided to where it's not fair, then it's possible that he may get something.
I mean, you know what? And in hindsight, and I know that I might get this might be the unpopular opinion. He should get something. I
Yeah,
mean, like I said, this man was her husband. Because if we was talk about the woman, it would be a totally different story.
yeah,
It will be get her for whatever he got, type of thing.
yeah.
He deserves something because, like I said, end of the day, he's still married. He still was there for a lot of the different endeavors. While in the as far as them being in a marriage, whatever they did together as a unit, as a force
Mhm.
in the marriage, he should get some out of it. He should not be, empty-handed. That wouldn't be fair to him. I don't think
Yeah,
that would be fair to him. So, I
yeah.
mean, I think it's only right. I mean, I'm not saying that he needs to get like an abundance of her fortune, but
Right.
something that, it needs to be he needs to get a fair share. He should get something.
Yeah, yeah, I think
Yeah.
it should be fair.
Yeah.
And so let us pray on
Let's
this.
pray on this. Yes. Yes. Right. So, but thank you so much, Layla. I appreciate you adding your input and just kind of keeping us abreast to what's going on as far as those things. So at least you was able to assist me on giving my perspective on these things as well. But I want to get into your you have how many children?
Too.
To how old are they?
Mhm.
You want me asking?
My son is 8 and my daughter is 11.
Oh, okay. So how's motherhood treating you? How's parenting? Like, what is that
Good.
life like for you?
I love it. I love
Uh,
it. I love being able. I feel like blessed to be a mom. Like
yeah.
sometimes I'll just see my kids walk by me and I'll be like, I'm so lucky. This little person loves me. I have them in my house. So I feel
So,
I feel blessed.
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I was gonna ask you. So, did you want to be a parent? Did you want to have a family?
Hmm. I did. Um, I feel like maybe not as strongly as some people. Like I didn't start wanting to be a parent until I was probably like approaching 30. Like
Okay,
I
because you were
didn't,
living right. Yeah, like yeah, life to live.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I know some people it's like their dream, even when they're teenagers, they dream of it.
Yes.
For me, it was a little bit different. Um, but yeah, it's been a blessing.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
I'm glad to hear that. So I just want to have a little fun with you later. Is that's okay with you?
Yeah.
So I just like I said, I appreciate you once again for coming on, and I hope that you come back again at some point to do this because I feel like we have so much more to talk about. But I just want to kind of set the foundation, kind of set the tone of who you are as an individual.
Yeah.
So I hope that the audience received that because I know I know I did. So I hope they received
Mhm.
that. But for right now, I want to do a little this or that.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
Yeah. So this or that. So I just put some things out there. One or the other. You can't choose both. Can't plead the fifth.
You
You
can't
know.
plead the 5th?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
You got to say you got to say it. You got to say which one it is. Which one. All right. And I mean, like I said, just a few. I'm not going to keep you. Just a few. Just a few. All
Okay.
right. So now, bananas or strawberries?
Strawberries.
Okay. Erica Badu or Jill Scott?
Erica Badu.
um,
Listen, okay, nothing,
okay,
nothing.
go ahead.
No, I'm
Mhm.
not gonna say it. I was gonna say
Talk.
something to my sister, but I'll just tell her later. I'm
Tell it. I want to hear it
not
too.
gonna
What you
tell her
want
on
to
the
say?
internet. My bad.
Oh, because I want to hear it too. All right. All right. So, m- social, I'm sorry, social media marketing or library marketing?
Social media marketing.
And can you briefly tell me why that is?
I just think it's more fun. Like I like creating content. That's kind of like lighthearted. Sometimes I like to do deep topics too, but for the most part, I like creating content. It's lighthearted, a little comedic, and I feel like social media. A lot of people go to social media for like a break, from their day, like their work
Got
day
you.
or whatever.
Okay. So, catfish or salmon?
Salmon.
Okay. So, chicken or fish? I mean, yeah, chicken or fish. Okay. Yeah, chicken or fish.
Uh, oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to say chicken. I eat chicken more often, so I guess
Uh,
chicken.
hot dogs or burgers?
Burgers,
Ketchup or mustard?
ketchup,
When you put in your toilet tissue, over or under?
under.
Mm, you do it under. Oh, okay.
I
That's
believe
real.
I'm saying it right.
That's
Yeah,
real. Yeah,
under.
yeah. So you under. Okay. Yeah. We go like okay.
Yeah.
I had to get the I had to get the visual. Okay. So, um, the dental floss or the water flosser?
Dental
But
floss,
what is that
the
called?
string.
What is yeah the strain?
Water
Yeah. What's it
something.
called? Water pick. What's it called? That's
Mhm.
what it's called. I know. Okay, because I had no idea. Okay.
Uh,
All right. So skincare or hair care.
how you gonna choose between those? I guess skincare.
Okay. Yeah. And so because because you take care of skin to me is like, very important. I mean, you can always like throw a wig on or something. So
Yeah.
that's what I said. All right. So I'm gonna try to do one good one. Okay. The Braxtons or the Kardashians?
Um, I'm gonna say this. The Braxtons are on WeTV, and WeTV has given my channel so many like copyright claims, community guideline strikes that I can't say the Braxtons. I don't even watch the Braxtons. So if I have
Wow.
to pick, I'm gonna have to pick the Kardashians, which I don't watch the Kardashians
Right,
either.
right, because because they don't, yeah, because they don't be hitting you with that stuff. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. So, like, so you have you had like some copyright and did you get cease and desist from some people, and how do you handle
Yeah.
those?
It's been a while. It's been years, but I don't know if you know. Well, do you watch what's it called? Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes.
Girl, Martell season one.
Yeah. I stopped watching it last season, but yeah, but I'm familiar with
Yeah,
the show, yes. But what about Martell?
sent me a cease and desist.
What?
Uh, yeah, Wendy and Eddie Osefo sent me a cease and desist. Hmm, that's all I can remember. It might be one more, but that's all I can remember. But
Yeah, how do you handle those? Like,
well,
what is the best way to handle those? Like, another give us another gem, Layla. The best way to handle those.
well, it depends on what it's saying, like what the what the issue is. Sometimes it is like an idle threat. Like I think that's why when Tamar posted what she posted, Funky Dineva was like, it's not enough to scare him because it was like an idle threat. It didn't
Right.
mention his name. So I feel like to me, nobody is gonna like threaten me. And so Martell and Melody, they sent me one. It actually was over my website, not my YouTube.
Wait, Melody too?
They were married. It was season one.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So it was an article on my website about Martell that he wanted taken down, but it was a repost from like a local newspaper.
So it's
So
already public.
yeah, it was already public. And I'm like, I
Mhm.
didn't respond to it, but I'm like, sue them. Like, don't come to me. I'm reposting. It was a literal, like, I had screenshots of the original article and then I gave my commentary. So I'm like, if you want
Right,
this off the internet, you got to go to them, you know?
right,
So I
right.
ignored it, but the way it was worded was horrible. Like they wanted me to write back and acknowledge my receipt of it. And I was just like, who do they think they talking to? Like they
Mm,
would really try to play you. Like if you don't know your legal rights, they would
yes.
really try to play you. So I didn't take it down. I didn't do anything. Um, with Wendy, do you watch Potomac?
No. But I know
No.
you're talking about. I'm familiar with I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So this was also over my website, if I remember correctly. Um, there were comments. I really think it was her in-laws making these comments about her being of some type of tribe that was like unwanted. It was something. And she sent me a copy of the same cease and desist that they had sent everybody else, like all the other bloggers. So again, I didn't do anything because it was like it's not me, like it's not me making defamatory statements. I'm reporting on the defamatory
What
statements that
what's out
have
there?
been made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's nothing for me to take down. I'm not defaming you. I'm reporting on whoever defamed you. But
Yeah,
see,
so
they try to scare people because some people don't know the
yes,
difference, but it don't
is
really
it
scare me.
yeah, it's
Yes.
intimidation tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm glad you didn't bend on that, you don't budge on this, but like I said,
Yeah.
so what Layla is just saying, basically advising you to do is learn the legal jargon, learn the steps you need to take, do your research on, what you're able to put out there, do your research on, how to handle, these, sister sis when they come or copyright strikes and how to, dispute them, so just
Yeah.
make sure you understand the guidelines that are
Yeah.
given. So that's very important as well. So thank you for sharing that, by the way.
Yeah,
Um,
no problem.
yeah, so these are two questions I like to ask you know, at the end of each interview before we wrap up. So I would like to ask you, if you were able to have five people at the seat of your table, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Now, is this table it's just
You
like
sit at the
just for
table.
dinner?
It could be whatever you want it to be for. But usually I say sit at the table is like, it could be well dinner because I always ask who get the beef spit chicken. So I guess you could say dinner, but the people that are that you will want to, aspire to like so those who inspire you, those are who has a significant role in your life, those type of people, dead or alive.
Mm, uh, I would say Um, mm,
And you got to say why for each person that you mentioned. You got to give the why.
um, I enjoy Tamron Hall. I feel like she's
Mhm,
inspirational as
mhm.
far as her success. Um,
I won't be surprised if you end up on her show.
I would love to do her show,
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
has a lot of content creators.
yes.
I noticed
Mhm,
that. Yeah,
mhm.
she has a lot of content creators, and it's very diverse.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tamron Hall. Gosh, who am I inspired by? I feel like I live in a bubble. Um,
No, she cannot. Sorry, no, she cannot.
I have my sister. I have my sister at the table.
Mhm. Why?
We could do this thing together, so we could just chit chat, and pick people's brains together.
Okay.
Um, um, who inspires me? Did I say my mom?
No,
My mom.
that's the third one. Mhm.
Excuse me. Um, okay, that's 3.
You have to give
Um,
me the why, even though it might be obvious to, but just I need your why.
I think she's really inspirational. She's also fun. Like she's a good time.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Um, who? Oh,
Stop
uh,
giving. Stop giving. No, stop giving up people.
oh yeah, Wendy.
Stop
Wendy,
giving
thank
up
you. No, I
people.
appreciate it.
No,
I appreciate Yes, Wendy Williams. Because I enjoy her career too. Wendy is a hoot. But I feel like she's herself. You know, she's always been herself. And even when she got to daytime television, she didn't completely switch it up. She turned it down a little bit, but she didn't completely switch up the formula. So I appreciate that. So I think I'm at 4 now.
yes.
Um, okay. Um, I need one more. Somebody I always want to meet like my biological grandmother.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
always
Over
want
which
to meet
side? Which side?
my mom, my
The
maternal
maternal.
grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah, so her.
Okay, nice. See, that wasn't
Yeah.
too hard, and it could change at any. It could change tomorrow, but like these are your top five for the moment for the seat at the table. So now, who would get the big piece of chicken and why?
Oh my god.
Mm.
Can we not share it, like cut it up evenly?
No.
All right. So I'll probably give it to my grandma, just
Okay.
as the senior person.
The matriarch, like yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I got you. See,
Yeah.
that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too
Yeah.
bad. Thank you for that. You was a good sport. So
You're welcome.
now this question I love to ask this as well. And this question is taken from the late James Lipton from Inside the Actor Studio. So Lailah Lynn, when you enter into the pearly gates, what would you want God to say?
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome home.
Mm,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I with open arms too. And
Yeah. Yeah,
yes,
thank you.
yeah, thank you as well. But do you have any final words for us, Lailah?
Um, Final words. I feel like I should say something wise. So,
Say what
do
you want.
you,
Say
do
it with your
you,
chest. Say it with your chest. Yeah.
do you, and don't let anyone stop you from doing you. Whatever it is you have on your mind, your heart, whatever ideas you have that you want to bring to life, just do you, and don't let anybody stop you.
And hey, I mean, there you have it.
Yeah,
Boom. Yeah.
yeah,
So but again, Layla Lynn, I really do appreciate your time here with me. And like I said, I'm hoping that this won't be the last time that you appear here. I'm not sure how far this channel is going to grow, but I just, to God be the glory that it went this far. And so
yeah,
I'm hoping that you would be a part of this journey with me, because it means a lot, especially when I have someone like yourself who has that maintain that staple in the YouTube space as well.
yeah.
That's inspiration in itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Miss Leda Lynn. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.
All right, that's Leda Lynn in the building, you guys. I mean, I think it's been such a treasure to have her. I mean, it's just been a blessing. Like I said, just being on this YouTube space for almost 6 months now, and I can't hardly believe this because, like I said before, and I'll say it again, This is so outside my comfort zone. So I do appreciate the abundance of support from the people that have been coming through for me so far. The blessings that have been bestowed upon me. God has been so good. The support that I've been given, the encouragement that I receive, the people that has been pouring into me and giving me some tools and tips that I need to help build my channel and to edit my videos, which I'm still working on, by the way. But just being able to have someone like Lailah Lynn to agree to come on my platform. I mean, to make the time to do that, I mean, it's only up from there. I just really, really, really appreciate her presence. So I do appreciate you guys. Like I said, those who were in and out the bushes, those who were in the live tonight, those who are catching the replay. I hope you catch the replay. Please do that and just give support both myself and Leyland. Her information is going to be in the description box as far as her YouTube channel as well as her IG page. So please make sure you support her as well. And so my next interview will be with hopefully if because I'm still waiting for her to get that confirmation, but this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. I'm going to be having Cami Simmons on. So hopefully you see the flyer for that by tomorrow. So hopefully that interview will still be on. So I just need for her to give the confirmation. But I'm looking forward because I'm already got interviews booked up for the next year. For January. So it's like I said, it's a blessing for me. And I just appreciate the support that I've been given. It is not taken for granted, you guys. So if I don't hear from you, or if you don't hear from me, rather, before my next interview, I just want to say